Welcome everybody to the Roundtable, brought to you by Lzuruha. I'm here with Chap Daddy 65 and Carnage 64. We're here with our somewhat bi-weekly war recap. How you guys doing today?
Good, doing good.
I'm doing good, Dan. How about you?
Not bad at all. Why don't you take us into this close one that we got here, Tom?
All right, well, I guess we'll get right on into it. This was, again, another war that we seem to be getting matched up against some clans that are very high level compared to ours. The last war, I believe, was around level 9. This one is level 10, and they are from Brazil, so, it wasn't going to be easy. It really, again, Dan, I know this is going to become a broken record for our videos, but it really came down to a rock-hard defense. But I do want to kind of go into a few offensive attacks first, if you don't mind. And actually, Chap, I'm going to go over your first attack. Are you ready for this?
Not really, but let's go.
All right, well, we're going to get this thing started. Now, I kind of want you to walk us through your thoughts on this attack. This is our number 7 against their number 7. So, why don't you tell me what you were going through?
Well, knowing me, I'm just loving those dragons all day. So I'm just trying to build that strategy out, figure out the best way to do it. Trying to hit all of their trying to hit the most effective anti-air. The problem was I actually screwed up with my lightning spells. I actually misplaced them, really. Didn't really do a good job of lightning spell basically.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Yeah, and then continue to go for the standard wall of dragons with some balloons that'll eventually be coming in here.
Oh, yeah, I see that. So I see that you pretty much opted not to kill any particular anti-air, but you more or less weakened a bunch of them.
Yeah, I wanted to try more of a spread the wealth type of damage to see if I'd be able to get more longer damage output from my dragons, and honestly, it kind of worked in the beginning, but it really didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, now I did look at this base myself, and for being a Town Hall 9, it sure does seem to have some weak anti-air. I mean, none of the cannons are even upgraded, I think, past level 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think they were all level 4 at most, so it really wasn't a huge challenge, but just trying to figure out where my dragons were going to end up was the real challenge.
I think this is kind of funny, watching the fight. One of your dragons was starting to kill the anti-air cannon, then he decided, you know what, screw that, I want to take out that Barbarian King, while letting the cannon continue to kill three more dragons, I think, maybe 2. So,
he's my sassy dragon.
Yeah, apparently. I think that it was a pretty solid attack. I mean, obviously you think that you could have done better with the lightning spell placement, but ultimately I think the level of your dragons and the hardiness of them just kind of won you through this.
Indeed, and this was probably only my second battle with these upgraded dragons, so
yeah.
Still trying to get the feel for their DPS.
So I also noticed you've been opting for a healing potion too. I've been doing that as well, and it seems to be working for me. Are you in the middle of upgrading your healing potions by any chance, or lightning spells?
I have taken a break from my lightning spells right now. I'm trying to get all of my potions just generally up to level 4. So yeah, once I get, I don't remember what exactly I have in my research lab right now, but the next thing I'll definitely have is level 4 healing pots going up.
That's good. Well, I think overall a very solid attack and very winnable, I think, from your standpoint, that you looked at it and went, I know what I have to do, and you did what you had to do.
Indeed.
Alright, so then another one I want to look at is Sexual Penguin's first hit, which is comparable, our number 5 against their number 6, and he 3-starred it, so let's see what he kind of did there. He's opting to do more ground attack, it looks like. He's got a golem, he does have a baby dragon, some really high-level wizards, and some hog riders. So this will be a little different from our traditional dragon attack. Now this is a Town Hall 9 with Penguin, and against another Town Hall 9 by them, and they seem to have a little bit beefier of a base with those walls being extremely strong.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that.
Everything seems to be evenly displaced too. Really a huge weak point anywhere.
For me, I'm still on the dragons myself, being in Town Hall 8. So, but I'm going to be learning some ground forces, but the biggest challenge I see is where to even start as far as a ground attack.
Yeah, it all seems like it's all level playing ground. You just got to pick one place and have at it. Yeah.
I like how a lot of his units just said screw that to the resource collectors, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the Hog Riders specifically target defensive structures. So they kind of run around and focus purely on those ones that are going to do harm, whereas with dragons, they will sit there and attack resource collectors for days, and you're like, please, just hit that rocket launcher that's killing you. Like, can you just do that for me? And I believe that's what balloons do, but the problem with balloons is they're very they're not that durable.
Yeah, you can take a little bit of a hit with a balloon and it's just gone.
Yeah, but from the attack, it looks like there was never any issue. The Hog Riders came in, destroyed all the defense. His Archer Queen's untouched. The Barbarian King is looking a little worse for the wear, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a solid attack.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a higher level of advancement than I'm used to, as far as strategy type stuff goes.
Yeah, I mean, Penguin's been a very reliable person in our wars, and he's been able to take on some of their more tougher defenses that, you know, we got some pretty good people with dragons that can figure it out, but a lot of bases in this area are really good against air. So, whereas that attack against that base for us might have been a 2-star, it was an easy 3-star for him since he's very used to the ground attack. He's a very good ground person. Alright, so the next one I want to go over is our number 3, Dizzy, against their number 5, Pandinha. So let's go into that. Pandinha. So this is another Town Hall 9. Now Dizzy is Town Hall 10. So, but she is going with the dragons and the Lava Hound, which I have become fond of.
Oh my gosh, lifesavers.
Yeah, and her lightning spells are so strong. See, now I am so...
Into the sweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's one on both sides, so it's not like
See, and that's the thing when you get to the higher town halls, you can get multiple sweepers, so you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you kind of gotta target the right arc. And you know, I don't understand some of these guys that have upgraded their town halls at these points. I've got better anti-air than this guy. Like, all my cannons are waiting to go up to Town Hall 9 before I can even upgrade him again. And that guy has some anti-air attacks that we're still Town Hall 8, Town Hall 7 level. I just don't understand what these guys could be thinking.
Right.
It's a really, I can speak for him because I'm that idiot who did that as well. Just thinking that the more defensive I'd have, the more chance I'd have to actually upgrade them. Honestly, I didn't know what I was thinking.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, and her dragons are level 5. These things hit hard, and they have a lot of health. So she's very used to these attacks. She does do a very good job of setting in that Lava Hound to soak up a lot of the first initial anti-air. And the Lava Hound didn't even get killed from what I could tell to where it splits off into little mini Lava Hounds. So just no chance on that one. And then I want to say probably one of our most important attacks that kind of got us on the right track was our number 1 Lords attack against their number 1. So let's just jump right into this. And I think I watched this one live, and I was kind of gritting my teeth at the start of it.
It's an interesting base. I mean, his walls and stuff aren't even as upgraded as some of the other people in their clan, but he has max heroes as well, which is interesting.
See, I will preface this that Lord is this is his first war using boulders, so he's a little nervous with it. And I talked to him about this afterwards, because if you look at his attacks compared to Jarrett's attacks, where Jarrett starts with a queen walk and then throws in the boulders, he didn't do that. So I talked to him about, like, why don't you start queen walking? And he says once he does a little bit more practice, he's going to go to that when he feels more comfortable.
But until then, jeez, it's just strike after strike with the bowlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are sick.
Yeah. They're very sick. So we got the 1-star. Now it's... And look at that Town Hall. It's so close to being taken down. And he used the freeze spell properly, but, you know, what's going to take it down? It looks like that Archer Queen's going to be the saving grace, maybe? And this is I think, where I was gritting my teeth. Because I'm going, okay, he's got the 1-star, and then... Oh, he chips it at the very last second. Isn't that just crazy?
Oh, he still had his power with the Archer Queen. He hadn't used it.
He did, but it was very close. So that came very close. It came very close to only being a 1-star, but it was enough to get us a very strong beginning. And now I really want to dive into what I feel won us the war outright. So we're going to go over to their attacks now, and we're going to go chronological order so I can kind of give you guys an idea of how this played out. So this is their number 2 hitting our number 3 Dizzy. Let's take a look. And so you can see this base itself, in comparison to their number 1, her walls are so upgraded.
Yeah, I don't think she can upgrade them any farther.
I was gonna say, I think those are max. Lava walls, I believe, are max.
Yeah. She's got a few remnants of the other walls, I think, on her right side of the base, but other than that, it's pretty much done. So this guy went all boulder again, so here we go. Let's see what this did. A lot of wizards, too, like, good grief.
Huh.
He probably could have done more boulders if he didn't do the wizards. I wonder if that would have done better for him.
It just doesn't even look like they're getting anywhere.
Right, they're just kind of going on the outside, and the archer towers are picking off a lot of them, especially in like the bottom corner and the top left corner. And then the boulders in the middle are really just kind of getting incinerated by the inferno towers and the crossbows.
Right.
Because I talked to them before the war started, when during war prep, and they looked at their top 3, and a lot of them were they knew what to expect, and that was a heavy ground game. So they made sure their crossbows were set to ground for that extra range. And see, look at that mortar at the top, just incinerate that pack of wizards there.
Phew.
And then watch this. So 1% away from getting a star. So
wow.
That is very important, because getting 0 stars on our number 3 with their number 2's attack kind of forced an attack from their number 1. But before we get into that, I want to show their number 1's attack against our number 2. This is his attack on Jarrett, so let's jump into this. This was this is a completely different attack. This is a Valkyrie style P.E.K.K.A. Golem wizard attack, so no boulders here. And honestly, I just don't know what this guy was doing.
He's just focusing on the crossbow.
I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to create that lane to get to the town hall. And so what he's hoping here now is going to throw out his archer, or not his archers, sorry, his Valkyries. But again, the foresight of Jarrett was that they were going to use this kind of a strategy, so he has for a golem as his clan castle unit. So watch what happens to these Valkyries when they go over to the golem and kill it. You can't really see it because the balloon covered it, but that golem exploded, and you see all those spirit ghosts that blew up. That was like over half his Valkyries gone in that instantaneous motion.
Wow.
So at that single moment, this attack was over, and so all he's trying to do now, is get to that town hall. That's all his goal was at that point, and he couldn't get even close. And then at this point,
I like that one wizard.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Don't worry, I got it.
I'm coming."
He's like, I got this.
No, why am I on fire? What is? Oh.
So their number 1 failed horribly in his attack against our number 2. So instead of their number 1 attacking our number 1, they said, screw it, let's hit their number 3, which was Dizzy again. So let's go into this, and this was really, again, our defense shutting it down. So same attack, so same exact units, 14 Valks, 10 Wizards, a Golem, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s. Let's see what he tried to do here. I mean, he's destroying the walls in the bottom area. So that's the lane he wants to create, I guess. So let's take a look. This time it looks like he's not putting the wizards off all that much. It looks like he's like focusing the wizards a little bit more to make progress here. But I really do feel he's not doing a good job of setting his tanky units first.
No, he just kind of splashed them all down there.
Yeah.
See
that first barrier and then just kind of died.
Yeah, well, see, and she also had a golem in anticipation for this, so the golem did its job again as well and exploded a bunch of the Valkyries that went towards the town hall. So let's see. So the crossbows are wailing on it. Let's see. Now the units are going to the outside. I think that this is a fight that the town hall doesn't get hit or destroyed, but I think he just kind of chips away at enough buildings to get that 1 star.
Yeah, he's got his heroes going around the outside.
Yeah. So, I mean, but if you're a number 1 and you're going against a number 3, you have to do at least a 2-star.
Well, look at his hero levels. For a number 1, he's got a 15 and a 13. That's, I mean, if you compare that to our number 1, who has a 40 and a 40, I mean, it's not even a, not even a level playing field at this point.
Yeah, but the thing is, these guys, weight-wise, should be fairly evenly matched with us. But I think their stock in their war weight, I would like to say, is more in their middle group than their top group.
Right, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it seems our top 3 outclass their top 3, and
yeah,
so
their bottom level stuff was pretty impressively leveled compared to our stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah, their upper level stuff doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, so but. Just to put it in perspective, that's the last one I want to go over, but if you look at the score of stars that were achieved by our top 3 versus their top 3, we outstarred them 5-1 in the same number of attacks, which I believe was 3. So, 3 attacks, we got 5 stars, 3 attacks by them, they got 1. And that was where the war was won, because everything 4 and below by their team got cleared up. I think we left there, let me just double check, we left there 4 at 2 stars. So it was really, they did a good job of cleaning up our 4 and below, but they just couldn't touch our top 3.
Insane.
So that's really all I got for you, Dan. I mean, if there's anything you want to touch on, go right ahead.
Oh, I'm just glad we didn't show my attack. That's...
Well, I mean,
to throw out an explanation.
I mean, you know what? I can put it up on the. You know what? I can put it up on the screen if you want.
Put it up there.
All right, let's.
All that basically happened is I was half asleep, and I'm like, oh look, I'll get rid of the anti-airs, and I totally didn't see the sweeper.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. So just as a fun bonus, we don't normally do this. Let's show Peanut's attack on their number 10.
My attacks never get on the videos, guys. So this is a clutch moment.
Now I do want to preface this with Dan is still fairly new. He inherited this his base and his Clash account from I believe your wife, correct?
That is right.
All right. So you're kind of learning, and yeah, what on earth were these? Well, that was good. You got rid of that that one thing, but then yeah, I can see why Tasha got on your butt a little bit for dropping them right there with the sweeper. Because if you would have, to put in perspective, Dan, if you would have killed that same exact anti-air, but then attacked in the top left corner, you would have sweeped it easy.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. As soon as I attacked it, I got a message about 30 seconds after this started. Why did you attack into the sweeper?
I'm just gonna zoom in on the sweeper, Dan, and just that work that it's doing. Like, oh my goodness.
That sweeper has never earned its money more than this attack right here.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Did its job too well.
But you know, it's all a fun learning experience, and I think we're having a good time with it.
Yeah, I'm getting better at it. I mean, as my stuff gets better, I'm learning and attacking a little bit harder bases and just the kind of farming ones just to try some stuff. And I think I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, what I think that you should do if you aren't doing it already is since you are at Town Hall 10, you can upgrade your dragons to level 5. You should definitely do that.
On the way there.
Awesome. That'll give you a little bit more of a window. And then when you do these attacks, you just gotta look at those sweepers and go, all right, I gotta attack to their back. How do I make that lane easy for me, you know?
Right.
So, there we go.
I don't have anything to add. That's about all I got to bring to the table at the moment.
All right. Well, I mean, just Then how about you, Chap? I mean, I really liked your attack on there, Chap, and it was remiss that your second attack was a 96%, only because you ran out of time. But I think you did some very good attacks in this war too. How do you feel that your play's coming along?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable with dragons and trying to find a lane for the proper sweeping. I just gotta, like I saw in my attacks, I just gotta focus more on my potion matching, trying to figure out what's actually the best place to put them.
Yeah,
and just go from there.
What I did, if you want to just check the replay on your own time for the number 8, you can kind of look. What I did is I zoomed in right to the point where I wanted to drop, like just so that literally I had no room for error, and I dropped them all in the same exact spot, and you'll see what happened. But it definitely would have made you 3-star easily with the higher level dragons that you have. So I would encourage you to watch that when we're done. So I think that's it, Dan. Just once again, I think this is our 5th win in a row, honestly, and I believe the last 4 really came down to defense, like just our overall strong defense.
None of them were what I would call easy wins. I mean, there was one I think in the beginning of the win streak where the whole other team just kind of gave up, but the last few have been earned for sure.
They've been nail biters for sure, but they've been fun. I've been enjoying it.
Well, I think that's all we got for you today, guys. On behalf of Chap Daddy 65 and Carnage 64, I'm Daddy Peanut 3D, and this has been the Roundtable. We'll see you next time.